When last we met, you all had been falling through planes. We began amid the finalizing of a passing through of places as you accompanied members of the Tricendium to a place known as the Sanctum in sight. You ended up in a little tea room attached to a magnificent tower, and upon exit, found yourselves in a brand new country, oceans away from where any of you had been previous. This is the Sanctum, overseen by the Tricendium, but specifically owned by Magi, one of the members of this group. They had gathered you after searching the realm, based entirely upon a poem. A poem that was the result of a wish cast by 4 wizards. And it led them to each of you in different places, doing different things, lives entirely different from one another. You had all been listed in some way in these verses, and thus were brought here after being searched out. After a tense discussion about what this poem was the result of, you were given a place to stay, and dinner, and rooms, and now you have the knowledge. It seems that Vecna, or at least activity pertaining to Vecna, has been occurring throughout the coast, throughout Onus. And as a preventative measure, the Tricendium attempted a spell. You were told that tomorrow they may have a deed for you, a little trial to look into what this recent activity may be connected to. But for the time being, you rested. Some of you better than others. Before the night set in, Demia pulled out a star map and attempted to divine something. And in that moment of divination, found a strange vision that knocked them unconscious. It's fine. As the room starts to warm, we find ourselves in the next day. Everyone starts to come to. There are no windows in this section you've been allotted to. You can't necessarily tell by anything but temperature that a new day has truly begun. And As the first bit of heat seems to warm the wood around you, Demia, you begin to come to, groggily feeling a sapping of that energy, your mind and body feeling oh so heavy. And that is where we begin.
I feel like despite how heavy they feel, everything is still so prominent in their mind. And there's multiple things that stand out, but in this moment, something that they have an immediate question for would be regarding to one of our other party members. So I imagine that as quickly as they can, they sort of get up, kind of shake a little bit, wings flutter, and then with as much speed as they possibly can, they're going to go straight to Lament's door.
There's a long pause. A minute.
I would imagine that you can kind of see, if you could envision pacing, but floating is sort of just a pacing, fluttering back and forth. And in those parts of their wings that have a little bit more indicator to their energy and to their emotions, I kind of imagine it to just be almost as if the color in them is dimmer, a little less saturated from the exhaustion they hold.
And then we'll sit up. Probably take his sweet time moving. First.
Yes, you must make a roll. As you come to consciousness.
That's not what I was going to ask.
Oh!
But, yes.
That also?
That also. Okay.
We're good. Okay, let's go.
Okay, good.
He's going to sit up and in the dark look around for Relentless.
As you look around, still perched on the bedside table, head already tilted in your direction, there is a raven.
Good morning. I'll kind of fumble around and light a candle and put it on that little tiny table. How do you think's knocking this early?
After a short moment, and then Relentless leans forward, with its beak extinguishes the candle.
I'll look at it. Do you not like light? Alright, fine. Guess we'll get the door. Be nice.
As you walk over toward the door, Relentless actually jumps onto the bed and hops, following along.
Stop. Look down. Open the door. Just a little bit.
Flings right into the crack.
Good morning to you, too.
Good morning. I have a question for you. Things that I need to share with everyone else, but how far do you have it open? Could they see Relentless at all? Okay.
I'm pretty sure she's by his foot.
Yeah, just looks down at Relentless and then back up. You know how I said I was going to go talk to my map? Last night? It doesn't matter. Well, I went and I did that. And
Does it talk back?
not in a verbal sense, but yes, because I can conjure senses for the future, I suppose. Premonitions. It's like a map. Instead of looking at it that visually guides me, I get kind of a spiritual guide from it.
Okay, that's weird. Continue.
Anyway, part of my vision that I saw had a raven in it, and it's just kind of...
I also looked down.
And And I feel like from there, in kind of a rapid but exhausted succession, like clearly they are tired, but still speaking as quickly as they are capable, would just kind of inform of the entire vision that they had before passing out, including the emotions that came with it.
You're not walking into people's visions all of a sudden, are you?
She glances up and then immediately turns toward your pant leg and just starts hitting it with her big.
Is there any forms that she can talk in?
I'm running out of incense.
I don't know what that means.
Not. She can communicate. It's not talking, but do you have something to say?
She just kind of sits back and fluffs up for a moment.
Do you think it was you that was in my vision?
As much as a bird could shrug, you see the wings go out.
I apologize for the attitude. You get used to it.
She kind of tilt their head and just... I'm sure that you've probably seen more attitude, but that... I took it as fine.
You see fluffing up. Relentless look.
Do not let that get to your head. I will put you back where you came from.
Where did she come from?
If I'm being honest, I'm not entirely sure.
That's kind of an empty threat. Oh. I suppose that's kind of an empty threat to you then, isn't it? Just looking down at Relentless this time. Well, anyway, I just wanted to... Relentless, wearily. I don't mean this as offense to you. Are you trustworthy? Is she trustworthy?
You see she's puffed up.
That entirely depends on your definition of trustworthy. If by will we do whatever little quest these people want us to go on? For now, yes.
Kind of hover and just kind of nod. There's a sense of uncertainty, but they are also aware that Relentless is not the only raven to exist.
There's only one. This is and it's relentless.
In her mind, yes.
With the way that the vision went and with feathers dispersing until the single eye is looking at Demia within that vision, I do think that there's always just going to be kind of that unnervingness that not sure who could also see through Relentless's eyes, but I think getting the idea that that's all the information they're going to get for now, and they're just going to look at Lament and then... So, not only do I have an eye in my bag, but I also feel like Vecna could potentially see me. So, I'm going to let everyone else know that too, but I figured should let everyone know, because we're going on a journey together.
Great.
Hmm.
Do you think it's safe inside that bag?
I don't know, but I don't know where else to put it.
Maybe ask the wizards.
I did. Well, I asked Ojek. And while very nice, very nervous.
That's a good way to put it. A little skittish. Not sure where they found him.
No idea. Much more capable than he looks, though.
I would hope so.
I think he's nice. I think he just doesn't like making decisions. And I think where to put the eyeball is a decision. But I think in the meantime, unless I put anything of secrets of ours in there, it should be fine. There's no secrets in my bag right now, so they're probably just seeing papers and pens and my assortment of things that I can't always carry. Kind of gesture to their sides.
Well, I'm gonna get ready while the others are.
You do that. I am sorry. They're kind of. It suddenly looks like it hits them that both times they have come to you has been very blunt and sudden and jarring for you, and they're just like, I should have waited for you to rouse. I am very sorry for us to be.
It's all right.
They're clearly like a little flustered. I will see you when you're ready.
I will see you later.
Since I don't think they even prepared for sleep, they're just in what they would be in because they fell unconscious. I think they're just gonna go and sit on the table and wait.
The rest of you, as you're kind of coming to early in the morning, you do hear what sounds to be muffled conversation happening outside your doors. This is not very well soundproofed, this location that you're in. Nothing distinctive. There is the occasional strange noise of a raven, as well as an unnerving bit of raven laughter. And it grows quiet again. What are the rest of you doing?
Kuma will get up, get dressed, and go out to the kitchen to make tea.
I think Leonor would very shortly after the door closes already have been awake. There is no window, but she wakes up at the same time every day, so she assumes that must be the time of day it is. And before she really gets all of her things together, I think she will just kneel and meditate and think about the weird stuff that's happened in the last 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll go out and also probably make tea.
Kumo's already making a little cup of black tea with very little sugar in it. And just kind of slides it over.
Darani is also kind of trying to be meditative on what happened last night and what he felt. Not sure if it would be anything he would know or what to do with it.
I'll tell you right now, he had never felt a sensation quite like that before.
Excellent, excellent. Could you tell, the source of, where it came from?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
All right. $11.
He's not sure.
With kind of a sense of trepidation, I guess he would get up. That's gonna definitely just be lingering in the back of his mind. And he'll join everybody else.
As you exit, how about Primrose?
I think she wakes up and just starts gathering all the items that are around the room that she's put there. Yeah, just
Normal day-to-day items.
I only have so much of all of these.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
And as she's just milling around and gathering things, I think she's always a little on high alert, but she's, I think, waiting to see if she hears anything from anyone. So she is doing all that sort of absent-mindedly, hoping that something comes through.
At a certain point, you do hear that. Which is a little alarming. But nothing else occurs after that.
Okay. then yeah, she'll just finish gathering her stuff, put on her armor, and come out of the room.
You exit about the same time as Durrani.
Morning.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
I slept a bit.
Yeah. It's a strange place to be.
Yeah, it's new and different, and after everything that happened, a little difficult to, calm down, but
I can understand that. I'm not used to sleeping inside, let alone with no windows.
yeah, I did notice that. Strange. Did you sleep well?
For the most part, as well as you can in a situation like this.
Fair. Well, we should probably go get breakfast. Are you hungry at all?
Yeah, I think that would be a good thing to start with. Anyway, he's kind of still trying to process the night and also new people. Getting comfortable and settled in. She kind of gestures to the rest of the room and goes and takes a seat for now, spinning one of the chairs around.
Would you like tea?
Sure.
What kind?
What do...
I have black tea and mint and chamomile.
Black tea would be lovely, thank you.
Sugar?
Just a little.
Okay. Strike me an arm. Would you like tea?
Yes, I'd love some.
What kind?
I will take mint.
Sugar?
Yes.
A regular?
More than me.
Yes, I like tea. What kind?
They have a moment where they think chamomile, and then they kind of remember the state of themselves, and their wings kind of just droop lightly. Black tea. I could use the energy. Let's do black tea.
Sugar?
Yes.
Like this or like this?
In the middle.
Are you all right, Julia?
No. I was waiting for everyone to come and sit down. They're gonna kind of sit there and think about how they went to Lament this morning. And kind of understand that it's unnerving, potential unnerving information. I reached out to my map last night. Usually I see constellations and they guide me, but this was very different. It was another thing. And I can go into detail about everything. I'm more than happy to do that, but essentially I pretty sure whether it's Vecna or Vecna adjacent absolutely got to see me, and I think I saw him, and that was a very wild time. There's also a raven, which I already talked to Lament about, and we think that it's not relentless. I don't know. She could be trustworthy. She could not be. I don't know. But, yeah, and I think they would just, again, kind of bubble up everything and explain the vision and clarity. So I figured everyone should know that before we head off into potential dangerous Vecna encroached territory.
Was it like the one in the bag?
God?
Hello?
The eyeball in the vision is the eyeball in the back.
Yeah, I think
Are
they're
they
similar.
Similar in what they are. The vision itself, everything was made out of stars and constellation and light. So the one in your bag is made of stone, but similarly a singular eye.
Just like maybe like the similar feeling within it. Okay. Well, it was if you had an eye that was made out of light and constellation, but the aura was there there was kind of a hollowness to it, very fixated on me. I saw multiple pathways, and when I went to try to expand further on the one that I felt was the safest for us, I don't think whatever I was looking at quite liked me trying to dig that far, because I don't remember much after that, and then I woke up. But I remember the eye kind of breaking and falling into stars, and I simultaneously felt witnessed and alone.
When was this?
Right after I said goodbye to you all last night.
Would he recognize that as around the same time? I felt a strange pulse of energy last night that I've never felt before. It was quite horrible, actually.
Well, that explains the final end of how I felt. Quite horrible, actually. The first part wasn't so bad. Unnerving, but pretty in a weird way.
Thank you, by the way.
Yes.
When you say pathways, what do you mean?
So usually my map, it kind of guides me. It can bring premonitions of good, bad. So I wanted to reach out for us all for this morning and what we were going to do. And I'm not quite certain, but I get the sense that instead of me just it offering me the path of what we were doing now, it felt like it spanned our entire journey. Because there were many paths, or at least more than just what we're going to do today. And I wanted to try to find the one that felt the safest for us. So it's a lot of options, and I wanted to try to pick one, but I was not allowed to, it seems. There was kind of a levity and a woe to it all. So none of them, I couldn't define any of them quite well. So while I was trying to be helpful, I wasn't helpful.
So does that mean this is going to go badly?
I don't think it's going to be easy, but I wasn't able to set on a path, so I'm not certain. I think that just whatever connection I was holding, I wasn't quite strong enough to breach through.
Where is Romance now?
Bedroom.
Kuma's just gonna get up and go and knock on the door, holding their cup of tea.
In the room. I think after Demia leaves, Woman's gonna look back at Relentless. You're gonna let me turn the light on now.
Oh.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna light the candle again.
You see Lament fly over very quickly, leans towards it, just staring at you.
You know anything about the little vision the little one talks about?
Lament. Looking at you. Relentless meets your eye. Pulls away from the candle and just stares.
Can I inside check this?
Yeah.
Is this Relentless or is somebody else in there?
Go ahead and check.
I also want to know.
Jesus. I have a +8, so it's a 10.
Oh!
Got that too, baby.
After the -2.
Hard to say, considering the random bits of attitude Relentless tends to have.
Unfortunately for me, I think you're gonna have to stay in this form for a while. Don't get too excited.
The tail kind of expands out, and then Relentless immediately leans forward and bites the wick again.
I think as Kumo knocks, Lamentte's gonna go and open the door. Not wearing armor, but wearing several layers of black clothing. The neckline a little bit lower. You can see almost like a set of symmetrical tattoos that come up the neck behind the jawline. There's still a little bit of dark coloration under his eyes. And he looks mildly irritated. Good morning.
Good morning.
You here to tell me about a dream you had last night, too?
Do you want to hear about my dream last night?
Did you have one?
Yes.
Didn't involve a bird, did it?
No. There was a horse with a big bow on its neck. He was running around in the yard.
That sounds nice.
It was. Do you want tea? I have black, mint, or chamomile.
Black would be great.
Sugar?
Just a little.
They'll look down at the ground at Relentless.
Would
That
you
doesn't
like
need
tea?
any- No.
Relentless goes hopping out through the crack.
Kumo's gonna crouch down.
Black, mint, or chamomile? Mint.
Yes, that one.
Sugar?
Kumo will go big tea.
Relentless follows.
I think Leonor's also not in her armor yet, because there is a lot of it.
I got Ramet and his wife. I don't.
A bird flutters up, stands on the back of one of the chairs.
I think we established that that's not the wife. It's a funny, haha, first meeting story, though.
Put it in front of Relentless.
Drinking enthusiastically.
Slide over cup to them.
Thank you.
And Kumo's just holding their cup of tea.
He could.
Some manners, please.
She pauses.
It is polite to enjoy the things that people give you.
Don't encourage her.
There's just a very loud beat clack.
I have.
Kumo's gonna reach in the bag and pull out like a small biscuit. Put it with the teacup for Relentless.
Reaching out, one of the claws, picking it up. She pulls it back. One of her claws is slightly up as she looks over, almost defiantly, before she starts to do that as well.
Again, apologies for her attitude.
What attitude?
That's what I said.
Yeah, she seems nice.
Present.
Not make eye contact.
I mean, I have many siblings. I know when you're, not that you're siblings, but when you're close to someone, you tend to see that. Sister wife. Not that you're siblings, but I know when you tend to be closer, there tend to be more obvious annoyances. But for us, Relentless seems fine, pleasant.
I'm close to Leonor and nothing she does annoys me.
Wonder what that must be like.
Well, I think like Demia's gonna just kind of look at Leonor and just, I don't know you very well, so this is assumptions, and I seem to be very great at making those over the past 2 days. But you seem much more soft and mild-mannered than some of my siblings, and a potentially relentless lament. So that could be why. You're both seemingly very soft and understanding individuals.
Rionor's very capable.
I believe that.
Kumo's gonna pull a straw out of their bag and stick it in their teacup and dump the basket.
I was wondering how that works. That makes sense. Is it comfortable?
No.
I would assume that it's not.
More comfortable to eat without it.
I'm sure it is, but I'm sure that you keep it on for a reason. So I don't think me saying you're welcome to take it off would do anything. Exactly. So I'm sorry you're uncomfortable right now.
I'm okay. I'm always uncomfortable.
That's also very unfortunate.
Why?
You want to be comfortable.
Why?
I feel like Demia's gonna just a little too tired to figure out how to explain why comfort is important. Just, I guess if that's normal to not be comfortable, then
It is for me.
I'm sorry.
Kumo will go open the door.
You open it and they're immediately met, same level, with a spherical mechanical chicken propeller out the top of it, and hanging from it a little tie of chains is a platform with a teapot on it, and standing directly behind that, leaning over to see, you see Lila Bell again, and she is dressed in just a simple frock. You see a layering of skirts, very warm colors, and very clearly with one of the sleeves kind of shorter than the other, you see an arm that is this elegant, long, brassy copper, and matching the coloration of the strange tubes that seem almost embedded in the sides of her neck.
What happened to your arm?
Oh, what was that?
What happened to your arm?
Oh, darling, that is a long story.
Okay.
You want to talk about it right here in the doorway?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Maybe
A lot of things
welcome
happen.
her in
Hi.
first.
Hi, folks.
Welcome her in.
Come in.
You might acorn through first. This soars past you. You watch as the spherical chicken approaches you all and slowly lowers the teapot onto the middle of the table. Following after is Lila Bell. She's adjusting her skirts. Just, good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
I just want to let you know that things are getting started a little earlier. We're in different time zones or adjusting. But when you're ready, we're ready to talk about some things upstairs.
Will we be leaving right after that?
I think that's kind of up to you. We can discuss when you're ready or not. But it would be preferred, I think, to get things started quickly.
Do you want to put your armor on?
Yes, and I'll get up and
Kumo will follow to help. It takes a long time.
Okay. And
That's why I don't wear any.
Good luck. It was an accident.
You put a copper arm on accident?
No, the last thing was the accident. This was the fix. And she lifts up her skirt, and you see that one of her legs is also entirely copper. And sort of bends with a strange sort of tick.
Yes. What happened?
Also an accident. She dropped
No, how you get copper arm.
Oh, well, my mama made that one.
Mm.
I made the leg myself, though.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, enjoy the tea. I'll just... Come on. You see Acorn's little hook pull down, move to the side, leaving the tray there, goes back in, and it just pivots perfectly midair and returns back to the doorway.
Leonor will pour herself another cup of the tea that was in the pot and like kind of lift it up and smell it and trying to discern that there's no poison in it.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Not that I think there actually is, but
Unfortunately, one of us is going to take it without sniffing it.
oh, that's very bad. You said perception?
Yeah.
Well, it was a 3 on the die, so that's 14 total.
Well, that's not that bad. It has a very clean, sort of grassy smell. It reminds you of the sea, actually, and you note the color of it as well. It's light green in hue.
I will take a sip.
It is far more savory, but very fresh. It has almost this vegetal kind of aftertaste. Delicate.
Sorry, that's lovely. And I'll take the cup and go put on all of the layers of armor.
You take the time to do so. What about the rest of you?
I think Demia would pour a cup as well, just in their tired state. And actually turn and just... You said that you had a feeling.
Yes.
Did you have a feeling last night after I left?
Not anything out of the ordinary, I guess. Nothing weird.
Since these two have left, I'm assuming you felt nothing. I feel like you would have told me.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm not sure how else to describe it other than it was like a pulse. Just a dark energy just kind of swept through me.
And was that around right when I went in?
Well, I think I might have returned to bed before you, but I would assume it was at a similar time.
I think with the timeline, they're trying to discern if it was felt the minute they reached out to the map or when they fell unconscious.
I would say that's pretty hard to determine. We will do just a generalized intelligence check to try and match up those timelines.
And then with exhaustion, does it automatically take 2 from me, or do I just have to do that?
You just do that.
Thank you. I ain't seen shit. I got 3.
Oh. It's hard to say.
Well, I suppose that all I can do is hope that maybe the bad energy is when I passed out. It's hard to say for sure. If all goes well, and we both end up back here, which I hope we do, or wherever we're going next time I check on my map, do you want to be with me?
I could certainly do that. Perhaps I can keep an eye on the aura.
That'd be nice. Also, if I pass out, that way I cannot be asleep on the floor. Trusting you'd be able to pick me up.
Yes, I think I can manage that.
So, depending on how today goes, I guess whenever we rest again, I might kind of just stare off for a second.
He's gonna pour himself a cup of tea while you do.
Try to reach out again. So I will make sure that we're together when that happens.
Of course. Do you think it's going to be safe for you to do so?
Well, I'll definitely take into consideration where we are and what we're doing at the time, because if we happen to be resting in an area that we don't want to be found in, I certainly don't want to be found. So I think it'll determine on where we are. Luckily, last night I was just in my room with simple walls and no windows, so can't really determine where I am. Hopefully. That's my hope. That's what I'm telling myself. I think it's easier that way.
I can understand that.
But if we are somewhere that I worry it will put us in ill will, then no, I will not put us in jeopardy like that.
Well, with the state that it has put you in, mind yourself as well.
I'm just a little tired. It's okay.
You get your armor.
As soon as we get into the room, I cast telepathic speech.
Yes.
Just so that we have it.
Of course.
And being very used to watching you do that in your head, almost immediately you'll hear, do you think we need to be worried that Vecna might be watching us?
Of course. It'd be foolish not to be. From what I know, which is very little, very powerful and dangerous.
The stories are never good.
Correct. It'll be fun. We might die.
Well, we'll try not to let that happen.
And we're also trying not to let that happen.
It's sort of the job description.
Do you think she was a bird the whole time, or was turned into a bird later?
You mean Clement's bird?
His wife, yes.
Are you sure that wasn't baseless speculation?
I don't know. I just guessed. Why else would you bring a bird? That seems like dangerous.
I mean, don't magic users often have?
Is he a magic user?
I don't know.
I don't know. He has tattoos on his neck.
Really?
Hmm. I'm going to touch him.
I hope you ask him before you do that.
Why?
Because it's not very polite to touch people without their permission.
Even on the neck?
Especially on the neck.
Where's he? Do you have a tattoo?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you want a tattoo?
I hadn't really thought about it.
I know a guy. He could give you that tattoo.
That's good to know. If we ever get back.
We're going to be close-ish to home. We could make pit stop maybe, but it's a few weeks away. I don't know if we want to bring these people to our home.
That seems dangerous.
Why?
Well, if Vecna's watching us and they take us to Sorcerquay, then we're bringing that there.
That's true. The kids. The horse. Dangerous. Okay, we don't go home.
I mean, if we need to, we can, I think, but
Do we need to?
No, I don't think so. There doesn't seem to be much need.
Okay. I have nothing there I need. Oh,
Looking at their bag.
maybe spare component, but you can get that anywhere.
It's true.
Why would you put salt on the ground around your bed?
Isn't that supposed to ward off danger?
Any danger?
Would I know?
Roll a religion check.
We're not doing that die because that die betrayed me last time. Oh no. It's okay. All of my dice have been rolling terribly always. Oh! 11.
That's better than a 4.
Hey, look! I've been rolling below 10, so the fact that I hit 10 is kind of
Double
nice.
digits.
You gotta praise the dice when it's doing even a little better.
Yeah, no, that one was way worse. So we're gonna go with 11.
11!
From what you're aware of, yeah, they're in different folktales. Saul's been used to ward off a number of like dangerous creatures at night.
I don't know if there's any magical.
There isn't.
Oh, well, in folklore, sometimes it's used to protect. I don't actually know if it works.
From bad creature.
Among other things, yes.
Right. Snare.
It would be very effective against snails.
I think,
Primrose?
scared of something. Maybe snail.
She seems like she maybe hasn't been.
She's so young.
Yes, she is.
I guess we all were when we started. You were.
Yes, I was.
I was as well. Okay, I will talk to her.
Never mind.
It's okay, I will talk to her.
Leonor once again feels like, oh god, what am I doing here? How did I get here?
Kuma will immediately walk out the room.
She sort of just stares there looking at her shield like, what happened? And then picks it up and leaves.
As you guys were talking, left in kind of the kitchenette area for a moment, Lament and Primrose.
Primrose has poured herself some of this tea, and she is probably taking sips of it, and her snakes are probably all tongue flicking into it. It's very crowded.
It is not sweet in any capacity.
Then only the snakes are tongue flicking into it.
She's just holding it.
Oh.
As that's happening, you see that Relentless is just staring at Primrose.
It's rude to stare.
If a bird could flip you off.
Do your snakes, they give you that much trouble?
She looks down at one particular snake. That's whole head is in the cup.
It emerges and just out of the knot. There's tea.
You don't have. Okay. A little bit, yeah.
Can't imagine that many.
Well, they're not so bad. There are a lot of them, but they're all in one place, so it's easier to keep track of them then. I assume.
You say that, and you're like, that's just...
She seems like fun.
Fun. Yes.
Which you could use a little more of.
That is the word I would use. I want to hear it from you.
You watch as the snake that's been pointed out as trouble slowly turns and gnaws slightly on its neighbor, who moves over, which causes a kerfuffle, just movement.
Oh, okay. Put down the teacup and... Stop it. Stop it. Melon, stop.
Well, I'm not the only one who has to deal with that.
Usually, they're okay, but there's been a lot happening lately, so...
Yeah. Yesterday was unexpected.
Yeah. I didn't know what to expect leaving home, but it wasn't what happened, so...
I don't know if it makes it better or worse, but Orbentenno's not usually so explosive.
I think she would weirdly insight check that. There's no reason to. She's like,
I don't believe that for a second.
Wow. It's a 14.
Out of all the rolls we've been getting tonight, not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one. The most obvious answer.
I think with that, it's still laced with the usual amount of sarcasm, but it's honest.
Okay. Well, I've never been in an explosion before, so I guess that'll take your word for it that it's not usual.
Well, at least you seem capable of handling it.
I should be capable of handling that much. Are you feeling better?
Enough. Sounds like we have a little bit of a journey ahead.
Just another new place. Same old stuff. But it'll be interesting. It should work out. It should be good. Hopefully.
You're optimistic.
I try to be. I have to try to be.
You really don't have to.
I guess not. But it helps.
Suppose it would. Well, sounds like everybody else is planning on leaving right away after this little meeting. I get my things. You probably should too.
I have most of my things already. I didn't bring much.
He's just gonna kind of nod. He'll get up from the table and walk back to the room.
As you're walking back, the door from across from you opens, and out comes Kumo.
He just beelines it straight up to yours.
That's not unnerving at all.
He just leans in.
All the snakes retract.
Don't be scared.
I'm not scared. I'm a little...
Don't be scared. Snare and shrug, really good for garden plants. Salt will cure them, and they're slow, so you can pick up and put outside. Okay.
Like they were just sitting here witnessing this.
I'm not scared of snails
Or shrug.
or slugs.
Why you
They're a
trying to
little
cure
icky.
them?
I'm
I think
not
Leonor
trying to
steps
kill
out
them.
at this point.
Salt will
Salt.
cure them.
He thinks that, or they think the salt is.
Oh. Oh.
They may have.
Bugs are friends.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
for bugs.
I don't dislike bugs. It's not. Are
So
you
you
talking
like
about the-
bugs.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the salt is for vampires, right?
Why would vampire be scared of
I
salt?
don't know, but I know that's what you're nervous about, right?
Do vampire not like salt?
Well, when I roll to see if I know it.
Is that real?
Go ahead, roll a religion check.
Okay.
Can I also?
Yeah,
Can I too?
We're all like, oh.
for you. Yes.
It's a 9. I don't know shit.
Same.
Hi.
Guys.
Why?
But
I got a 19.
Yeah.
oh hell yeah.
Wow.
You know that in some cultures it is believed that something like this, a circle of salt, can fend away the undead. Generally that's a folk belief, but if used in an arcane practice, there are a number of spells that will lead into utilizing that, and that's where the original basis of it comes from.
She had a 3.
So
100%.
It's just
salt and prayer.
Salt
always works.
You've been told salt and prayer.
Yeah.
Salt and... Let's go.
Are you magic user?
A little bit, yeah. I have a little bit of magic.
So are you doing spare with your sword?
No.
You just putting sword on the ground?
Is that important?
No.
Oh.
Do I believe them?
Roll inside.
I also am going to roll inside.
Where's the deception?
Okay, now I roll well.
20.
Oh, damn. Gee, 22.
Wow.
on this.
There's 24 normally. But mine was not high, so.
We don't even need to
Yeah.
divulge.
To be fair, I don't know if Kumo's lying necessarily. I genuinely think that it's not that about the salt needing to be a spell, just like doesn't really matter to Kumo either way whether there is a spell or not. So it's unimportant to Kumo. They are just wondering
Yeah.
if it's a spell thing or just full on putting salt on the ground. So not really a lie, just like Kumo, I don't think Kumo really understands.
Yeah.
Deception.
Why?
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Kumo can lie. I just don't think in this moment they think that
Yeah.
that's necessary.
So you just put sword on the ground?
Yeah, it's one of the things I was taught to do.
How long have you been doing that for?
Probably about 5 years. I didn't-
Why?
It's just safe. It's safer to
Why
be more
vampire?
prepared.
Why not a werewolf?
This is a lot of questions all at once. Maybe we should save some of them for after this.
I have
meeting?
more questions too.
We are supposed to be in a meeting.
Yeah, but we're waiting for Rament and his wife.
You don't have to answer any
Why
of your
not?
uncomfortable answers.
Why not
Because sometimes...
werewolf or beholder or displacer beast or
Well, this is pure
Trump
assumption, but I'm assuming
or
Well,
it's vampire.
harass or any other creature?
those mostly just aren't problems where I come from, really.
Vampire problem where you come from?
We call them Camille.
Camilla.
Does that word sound familiar,
Ooh.
significant to me?
I also won't.
Go ahead and roll history checks, both of you.
Not you, you fucker. You absolute bitch.
History?
21.
21.
22, maybe?
I think you both recognize the language of the word, which is that of Catelf. And historically, and this is relatively well known, Catelf has been in a long Cold War with the nation of Thrall, much of which has been attributed to dark magic and that word being thrown around. The translation for which typically being bloodsucker or vampire.
Where are you from? If you want to answer, you don't have to.
I mean, I think it's okay to say I'm from a place called Catel.
Much what I know about Catel's side of the war, or just Catel in general.
I think that's with that role. That is generally what's known. The people are very isolationist and standoffish. There was, just with how high you rolled, you would be aware that about 100 years ago or so, they attempted to get more reinforcement from the rest of the world. But Threll actually has a number of allyships with the nations around it, and it's still a widely contentious topic. And in general, they're sort of left to their own devices. Catelth, since over the years, has gotten more and more isolationist and doesn't necessarily have any direct trade or relationship with the nations around it anymore.
Would I have even heard about it?
You can go ahead and roll a history check.
Do I know if the folks at Cattell typically have snakes for her?
You would know that with those roles, Catelth is primarily home to a lot of shifters, people who have partial animal traits.
Is it Cattell or Catelth?
Catelth.
Like PH or TH?
I will share the spell.
Thank you.
I'll adjust that later because there's 6 different spellings right
Yeah.
now.
I rolled a 23, so I'll just assume that I also
You
got
also
it.
know all
Damn.
those things, yes.
We all know about you.
Useless high roll for thing I didn't necessarily need to know about. Thank you.
So you're really out of your comfort zone in traveling then, aren't you?
Bit, yeah.
I know some things about Catel's stories and Yggdrasil, and my people hold a lot of history and information, so I stumble across some things even though I'm not well-traveled myself.
Oh.
I'm very well traveled.
I just like to read.
That's true.
I also really love to read.
Do you like to read?
I can read.
Do you like to read?
I mean, we don't really read much where I'm from.
Why?
It's more useful to tell stories and experiences than
Yes, but you could read about vampires.
I don't have to when I have
You might have
people
to.
around me.
There are
And
many
also-
ways to acquire knowledge. It doesn't always have to come from a book.
Yes, but the knowledge she has is wrong.
I can also assume that being in a war for so long with having little reinforcements, you probably don't have a lot of supplies sent to where you live.
We have enough.
I have a lot of surprise if you need them.
I mean, I think everything I need.
Wrong.
What am I missing?
Well, all the things you have are useless.
That's not.
The salt will not help you against vampire. Unless you also conduct spare with it.
I thought you said that it wasn't important.
It's not important.
That sounds important. I think we have a very different definition of what's important.
What do you mean?
When I asked you if magic and the spell and the salt was important, you said no.
No, salt is not important.
I don't just do the salt. The
Well,
salt
you,
is
you do spare.
Can I hear that
I
they're
do.
talking?
Yes. And I would say it's not
It's not
necessarily.
quiet.
Well,
it's
taking this all in.
If it's not quiet.
This is all very new
Relentless
for him,
memory.
too.
Okay. I think back in the room, because he doesn't have a lot to either. But I think hearing that, I think he's just going to like sit next to the door and try to eavesdrop.
How dare.
You get perception at disadvantage because I have already stated this place does not have great soundproofing. Yeah, I would say that you still get a fair number of words. You don't get the full conversation. You do hear Catelth, supplies, vampire.
So you do spare with your salt?
I mean, I do a spell, not with the salt.
So what is salt for?
It's just in case.
But it doesn't work.
It might.
It won't.
If it's tradition from
Unless it's a shrug.
I mean, it could be for other things too. I mean,
But we like shrugs.
Not the slugs.
I've heard a Vecna eyeball rolling in salt would hurt.
It was made of stone.
Well, that one was, yes, but we don't know if other ones will be.
Also, is it okay in your bag?
Lemon asked me the same thing.
That's a smart question.
I don't know. Ojek said it was fine.
I don't trust Ojek.
I trust him. I just think he's nervous.
I trust him that he is good. I don't trust him he is very smart.
Well, I think he's smart. I just think he's nervous.
Why?
I think we're perhaps a little past the point of safety with the eye
How big
in
was
our
the eye?
possession.
I have same size as a typical eyeball.
You could swallow it.
That seems like a really terrible idea. Maybe don't.
I think I'm not going to give it to you, Kumo. I think
I would not swallow it. I could, but I won't.
so. You have an
I
esophagus.
certainly
okay.
could, and I also
You saw me
would
drink
not.
tea,
I did. You're right.
so I don't know why swallowing an eyebrow is what gave away my esophagus.
Sometimes I just don't think right away. I think that's normal for most people.
Most normal things, they just flex their gloved hand.
Yes, but how do I know if those are actual phalanges or if there's spiders in them? Or both?
They will remove the glove. And it's very bare skin. Long,
That makes
slender
sense.
hand. And then a spider just comes out through his sleeve.
Do you think I'm not the person under here?
I mean, I think you're a person. I just don't.
I mean, it just sounds like a lot of spiders.
This is a lot of
Lament will
spiders.
walk out.
You have a lot of snakes.
He's been
but
waiting
you are
for the
not a
conversation
snake.
to end, but it just keeps going.
Well, we all look
Very different. I think it's
That is
reasonable
true.
to not assume how we look.
Rament,
Yeah,
are you and your
we
wife
have
ready to
got-
go?
have
Not
your big
my
bug.
wife.
Yes.
Your daughter.
Relentless flutters.
Well,
off
I already
Roger.
said sister,
Absolutely
so sister,
not
daughter,
that
right? Yeah.
either.
Sister.
No.
Niece.
Familiar?
No. Yes. I think that is the term for it.
Baby.
Are
I
you ready?
You just watch as she puffs up a little.
I rank her.
like we all decided that we like relentless.
Relentless is
She's quite the personality.
She's fun, like you said.
Relentless watches you squeeze your hand.
like this.
Do you want to pick her up?
No, that's
Um,
impolite.
Oh, I suppose it
Kumo's
is
gonna
without
get
asking.
really close to Lament.
Can I help you?
Can I touch you, please?
Why?
Because I would like to.
She just does it. Kumo just does it. They just
There's just a
right on the tattoo. Does it feel like normal skin?
Are you covered up?
No, and actually he's the only thing that has changed is that the belts are on and both daggers are now like
Incredible.
holstered to the thighs. And he's not wearing the armor or the cloak. But he does have the mask
Is his
hanging
tail
from the
out?
belt.
Leonor is not going for her weapon in a like threatening way. She's going for her weapon, and I do not know what this person is going to do as a result of the fact that my employer just touched them out of the blue, and I am getting ready to intercept any violence that might occur. But I'm not like trying to be threatening to Lament.
Does it feel like regular skin?
Cold.
How come? Unnaturally?
It's that like the cool of I've been outside just a little too long, but not unnaturally cold.
Well, that was odd.
That's disappointing.
Is there something weird about?
Do you
It's
need a
heavy.
blanket?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We should
Go. Yes.
Oh,
Before
Please.
Relentless gets too bored.
Before let's get to the name. Tamia's probably just gonna remember that they had just fallen asleep with map open
Mhm.
and then went right to the bed's door.
Yeah.
So they're gonna flutter back into their own room to go get the map and anything else that they left. Does the map look normal?
Just sitting out where you left it.
Nervously.
You pack it back up. You all meet back up in the central room.
As we start walking telepathically.
I asked first.
You didn't wait for an answer.
You didn't say I had to.
I didn't expect you to say that. I'll be more specific next time. Maybe.
We've worked together a long time, Reno.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was You didn't used to touch things so much.
Wrong. You just didn't catch me.
As you walk up the spiral staircase, you have the immediate and uncomfortable adjustment of going from a very dim lit place to full bright skies as you make your way into the foyer of
What do you mean?
the sanctum.
What skies?
What's a sky? As you make it to the foyer, once again you see outside, in the early afternoon light, the city expansive before you. The water in the distance, this crystalline blue, just absolutely gorgeous. Standing amid the number of couches that is a short distance away from you, kind of in the seating area next to the library, you see two individuals, but standing there is Lila Bell, who seems to be talking, that stops as she looks over her shoulder. Sitting in the couch, you actually see Primsil again. Their beautiful silver hair is kind of pulled back into a ponytail, some of it intertwined with the horns. And today he seems to be wearing a dark vest with cutouts throughout.
Gorgeous.
I did not look
That's
at
not
it.
And
If
across
only I could see.
across from them is a strange menagerie. There is, of course, a spherical metallic chicken seated next to what appears to be a seabird, a storm kestrel. And accompanying them is a small bat, which seems to be hanging from just a little hanger, and a tiny, scrungly white dog with short legs that seems to get up as you all enter and wanders over, and you see the tail. You can barely see the eyes, it's mostly hair, and the little tail is wagging as it sits down in front of you all.
Can I pet it?
Yep, immediately.
Can I pet the dog?
The dog immediately flops over.
I am going to get down and pet it.
Making these strange
Very
little
big.
runs.
Very big bug.
And Mia just going after the stomach, hovering above.
And as you scritch and watch, Leonor, the storm petrel, just kind of sitting on the back of one of the couches. As it turns, you see, both of you have seen storm petrels on the coast before. Anyone near a coast might have seen them. However, Leonor, you immediately note that this has a forked tail. And you're struck for a moment by the scent of seawater and just this bird. You've seen something like this before, but it's been a very long time. However, Lila Bell smiles and says, "Nice to see y'all. Glad you made it up." And she comes walking over. That's Sir Crispin.
A dignified name for a dignified little fellow.
Yeah. That would be Maggie's dog. Well, familiar.
Oh, at least I like one of you.
Just
It's just going to be me today. The others are out.
It's okay. I prefer friendly company.
I appreciate that.
Darani does not see furry animals very often. Well, interact with, so he's just
Extremely well textured.
yes, he loves it.
Sublimely soft, just by looking a little crusty,
That's fine.
as all small white dogs tend to do.
Tend to, yes.
Lila Bell just walks in the direction of the double doors that you had gone through just the day before. And
Follow.
behind it, the table.
I'm going to try to see if the dog will follow us.
As you walk through, the dog rights itself, just sits down.
Give it a little pat on the head and follow Lila Bell.
It's just shaking, and Lila Bell's, oh, I don't think Maggie allows it in here.
Well, then I'll be very sad. There's a lot of things that Maggie doesn't allow. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Yeah, you're a good boy. Good boy. Just rubbing as much as they can. Being,
Kind of sotto voce to Lila Bell. Leonor will say, "Who are the other animals?"
Oh, there's Acorn, of course. Little on the nose, but Ojex is bad. Primsels is the bird.
After a very sad moment, Demi will pull himself away and follow.
The ears immediately go down, the tail between the leg as you all filter into this conference
I
room.
feel the same way. It's okay.
As the door closes, you just hear a letter. Lila says, just give it a second. Like, he'll get it out of his system. Please take a seat. I hope you all rested well.
No.
Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. Can we help you with the accommodations?
No, I
or-
passed out on the floor. But I think if there's something important that I should tell you, they're just gonna look at the party members and just, I'm so sorry you're hearing this again.
Here we go again.
I'm so sorry.
What are we hearing?
I think that the dream or whatever
The vision.
that
Okay.
I don't know when you are and are not present. That's fine.
I'm always present.
Mentally? Listening?
They're very good at multitasking.
I disagree. I think it's no offense. I just think you would know.
Maybe
That even.
it's nice to see y'all getting along.
We are. That was a weird little kerfuffle.
Okay.
For the most part, we get along, even if we have some. Anyway,
They're cranky when tired.
it's important. And again, inform Lila Bell of the vision.
As you start to describe it and go into the details, you note that her expression kind of gets a little more dour. She tends to have a bit of a smile on, or at least is easily falling into one. There's a restrained expression, and her bright copper eyes linger on you for a moment before just kind of looking out into the middle of the table where you remember earlier you'd spilled the eye. She nods. Okay, well, the thing is, do you know how a bag of holding works?
For the most part, I put things in there, and then if I need it, I pull it out.
Going a little in a more technical sense as someone who's made a couple as well, they themselves hold the demiplane inside of them. When something's in there, it's kind of sealed. It's the same, for the same reason you don't want to put a person in there, because they just suffocate. Anything you lock in there is kind of isolated until you summon it back out. So that worries me. You did dump it out earlier, and maybe that's some sort of related happenstance of it rolling about and getting a gaze, because I certainly don't trust it, whatever it is, but we haven't truly looked at it. And OJ voiced concern of even touching it, which I would advise not doing for the time being. But, I mean, it's safe as houses when it's in there.
Well, I trust both you and Ojek. If you say it's safe in there, then in there it will stay until I'm asked otherwise.
Okay. I mean, it does go into the realm of the divine when you talk about beings that seek to become more than what they are. But just from what I'm aware of.
I apologize if dumping the eye out yesterday caused me
Honey, you don't gotta
disturbances.
apologize. You had no idea. You guys are coming in to this real fresh. And it's a lot. And I'm hoping over the next few days with what you're doing it can help with the processing and maybe even disprove our fears. Perhaps the wish didn't work in the way intended because it's not even happening the way that we presume. All of this could be incorrect in some way. So we can hope for that.
Well, you said Vecna failed once, and usually when people fail, they become a lot more secretive the next time around.
And considering he's a god of secrets, or at least a wannabe one.
It'll just be different.
You got something to say, honey?
It's funny because Maggie's nickname is She Who Burns Your Secrets. And he's the secrets, God of secrets.
Well, if it's any reassurance there, I don't think he'd want his secrets burnt through.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's funny because Maggie, in that sense, is more powerful than he is.
Oh,
Maybe we shouldn't let her know that.
Why?
Unless we need to.
If we are concerned about him watching us, is there anything we can do about that?
that's the thing. The sanctum itself is actually enchanted. When you are here, you are free from spying eyes. That doesn't necessarily happen below as well. You're in a different apartment. We're working on getting that updated. Primson himself is kind of seeing to that. He's been talking to a couple people. We can't... Manji has more say here than Ojek and myself, but Sight is a different sort of game when it comes to managing magics and getting permits and things like that. Yeah.
When you say the sanctum is enchanted, do you mean just this room or just...
Oh, all of this. All of what is magics.
So you cannot be spied on by...
By scrying, by magics, as far as we're aware. I don't necessarily trust that to protect against an object like that, especially an object you're bringing into the space. But generally, so we are protected.
I'm gonna immediately... Well, I was able to spy on them yesterday with my spider, so that's... I don't know how safe this place is.
You'd bring that one in, like she said.
Yeah, sterilness. My point stands.
Did you have a worry that you were worried about in particular?
No.
Okay. We'll have a bit more information on what is to come. And then I am able to escort you to the circle that will take you to where you want to go. If you need more time, if you need a process, or if you want out, that can be a discussion. Because I will not kid you, this is a dangerous situation that you're finding yourselves in. But from what I've seen with two of you and what I've been told, you all seem very capable.
What's the information?
So
This is what we know. There's been strange phenomena around Brennus for at least a couple of weeks that slowly escalated. Our informant will meet you to discuss more. We don't have everything yet. We've just been kind of getting some of the details over sendings and brief dreams.
Minos and Brennus.
No, just outside of it. There is a way station that I will get the name of Foria from him. And with that, you should be able to meet outside of Brennus about half a day away. It should take you about 2 or 3 days heading from where we're sending you to get to Brennus proper. Unfortunately, that is the closest circle we could muster up. A lot of this has to... Not everyone wants to share their circle. So we really have to work with the connections that we have. Luckily, Maggie has an old friend, Gareth Stormwind. He has a tower that we are able to utilize. It's in Thornwall, which is just a small village that sits outside the second entrance of Aeroth. I do not recommend going toward Aeroth, especially with what you carry. Their entrance, they tend to do a thorough examination of magical items you're bringing into the city.
Your informant, he knows to look for us, or should we be looking for something specific to identify him?
He knows to look for y'all, and I think y'all will be pretty easy to find, considering the number and the interest in folk in your midst.
Rianor.
Yes, a standout.
In this case, I would suppose, yeah.
For all the unusual reasons.
We are able to give you a stipend from the assembly that Primsil was kind enough to deliver today, and she reaches down and pulls out just a bag that jingles very loudly as she sits down. The pouch she'll put in front of Primrose just as it's the closest person.
She'll just leave it there. She won't touch it. Unless... Does someone else want this?
Maybe we should probably spread it between everybody.
Sure. And she'll pick it up and probably just slide it to Leonore.
I will take it and I guess divvy it up.
There's 500 gold in there. Split it amongst yourself. That's just a taste of what the potentially might be going into this. I also have my own contributions I'd like to make. And she reaches down and pulls out a bag, which kind of sounds like a number of glass bottles as she sits it down.
It's 83%. Thank you.
There should be a healing potion in there for each of you.
It's
Just regular?
As you open it up, actually, and look at them, they're actually quite large. They are all greater healing potions.
Oh, no.
That's not concerning at all.
Fine.
We probably won't even need it.
Yeah. She will open that one and kind of pass those around.
I'm gonna take my little bag of holding and have a bottle.
Attach mine to the belt.
How much gold? Do you say 83?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And I'm going to ask this in the most delicate way that I can. Are any of you... I don't particularly know any of you well, and let's just say there are a lot of implications in that poem that we decided not look into. We don't know what any of it means, really. Just gave us a hint at who to search for. But if any of you happen to be under the eye of something other than Vecna, you can politely let me know. And I have another thing I've put together for anyone that might need it.
What do you mean by that?
I'm a maker of magical and half-magical things. And Sight is a place of interest. It draws a lot of people looking to magic in ways that other nations don't particularly allow. And sometimes it does attract attention. So what I mean by that is I'm able to provide an amulet that proofs against things like being spied on and having your location determined.
Would it not be better for just all of us to have one?
Here's the thing. If Vecna's looking, I don't think something like that is gonna matter.
So,
I'm talking about your own personal things. If you're about to go out into places that might be dangerous to you or people that might be looking for you.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Relentless. I don't speak bird.
Relentless starts to get a little closer, sidestepping.
I think I may take you up on that.
Okay.
I have an odd question. Because I know Relentless is a familiar, but is in the shape of a raven right now. I know, not to ask a druid question, but does speak with animals work on Relentless?
No.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Not actually a beast.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
I don't think I should have anyone looking at me other than potentially what has stared at me since I've been in this building, so I think I'm okay.
I mean, I might like one.
All right.
I mean, I'm not necessarily against having one, but I don't think I particularly need it more than anybody else.
I agree with what she says.
I can't simply give you each one if you want, but if...
That makes the most sense to me.
All right.
You never know who could be watching.
Okay, it's true.
She pulls open a skirt and you just see a mass amount of items that are just hanging off different strings. And she starts to pull up what seems to be one attached to a length of long copper wires that have styled at their ends what looks to be green gemstones in a copper circle. And she starts to pull them off one by one. Here you go, honey. There you go, darling.
How big is it?
A great question. It does not look like it's been made for someone of small size, but as she hands it over, she says, I can adjust it. And then she keeps going. And we might need to adjust that one too.
Dude, where's the bracelet?
I can find
yeah.
a way to
But jewelry somewhere else?
Yes, I can certainly do
Wherever
that.
you want some attention drawn.
That's easy.
Oh.
Oh, I think they're far. I think it will slide right off.
You are?
Thank you.
And here you go.
Thank you.
And if you're looking to perhaps find a place to fall into after all this, maybe you don't have a one you want to return to or can, just let me know. We can also look into that. Working with us, we want it to be beneficial for you.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course. It's not really my hospitality to give, considering it's not mine, but happy to help.
Sounds like we should get going.
As a bit of a forewarning, that phenomenon I talked about. Storms. A couple travelers over the last couple of days have even mentioned missing time. Or things went faster than they thought it would. Number of people reported missing. Talk of whispers in the night. Mostly seems paranoia. And most concerning. Just a few days before our wish. Not everyone seems to be staying in their grave anymore. And that is what brought Coric's attention there. That is who you're trying to find. Coric Dustfellow. Be cautious on the road. You will be taking the justice. It's a highway well known in that area, often traveled by assessors. And they can be a little too curious, if you get my meaning.
Especially a group that looks like this.
Yes, you will attract a lot of attention, so tread carefully. And Court should be able to help with the getting you in. But you're also going to be on your own for this, for the most part. We are using the resources we can, but we also kind of did that to begin with, to even try to find you all. And be especially careful, because Uthbar is on alert. Orban Thenlo was attacked from within, and though very few deaths were actually reported, it's got everyone on high alert. You don't break into one of the most protected vaults in the known world and not attract attention.
Is that what happened when you two were there?
Yes. Brennish, in particular, that could be lucky for us. A lot of the assessors could be called to Orban Thenlo right now, but it's still something to be cautious about.
All right.
I'll do a send into Korik and get the name of where he wants to meet you, and I'll get that to you. There's a couple of options. So it's going to be where he's closest to. And just take care of each other. I know you're all new to H, but I can't say I'm not worried. Are you ready to go?
There's no time like the present.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Right. Well, here we go. Here we go. Let's set off. She goes back to the door, takes the necklace from you as she's walking. You see her pull what seems to be wire clippers out. She goes and she just eyeball the size, does a cut. That should do it.
Thank you.
You sure you don't want yours stretched?
Oh, it's all right.
Okay.
I've got it. Thank you.
Great.
Very
She opens the door, and immediately as she opens it,
Give it one more pet.
you offer more
Little
pets. And as she goes for it, she actually pivots. She takes a moment and glances over at the tiefling on the couch. Beautifully contrasted against the dark blue is his powder blue skin. They just watch as you exit and head toward the opposite side of this location, whereas there's a spiral staircase.
I'll give one long, hard look at that bird, and then just keep going.
Do continue.
What does it seem like Primsil's demeanor is as we walk past?
Roll an insight check.
Okay. I'm not gonna say shit. 18.
They have been quietly watching you all since you made it to the stairs, and as you leave, you've noted that their eyes do not seem to linger long on any one of you. His gaze continues to pass one by one, flickering sort of up, down, moving quickly between those that are talking or seemingly doing something. It seems that they're analyzing you.
Do I notice any specific shifts in their aura? As
No.
it moves over.
Yeah.
In the way that he's analyzing, does it kind of seem similar in the sense that we know that this entire endeavor is sort of a test that's kind of what he's doing, is sizing us up to see how capable we are? Okay.
It seems so. And from what you've seen of him thus far, in what he's said of the Tricendium and the way he's spoken, it seems like perhaps he actively does this with most of whom they meet.
Perfect.
Following you up the stairs one by one is a scrumbly white dog. Lifting itself over the slats of the stair. It looks incredibly unsafe because
Can I
there
just,
is.
like, pick it up?
Yes.
He just reaches down with one of his lower arms and just scoops it without, like in a palm.
As the sir sort of leans into you and just is much happier being carried up these stairs.
Flying close has now flying up and is just next to you holding the dog.
You make your way up slowly to a hallway where there are a number of doors. But instead of stopping at any of these, Lila Bell continues walking straight across to where another sort of set of spiral stairs are and gets on those. It is, as you reach the secondary flight of stairs, you have almost a full view of the city going up. If you've ever been in one of those elevators that is all glass around it, looks really neat. Does not feel comfortable or safe as you start to ascend upward and see out more seabirds flying. City in full bloom this afternoon. Activity far below, and just small figures moving, beautiful murals out and in abounds. As you continue up above this city of white sandstone and glass until you meet another landing and walking in more doors. Lila Bell sort of pauses here and just says, "It was requested by Maggie that you are very kind to Gareth. He's not the friendliest to meet, but he himself is a retired assessor and an old friend, very old."
I'll be polite.
Thank you.
May I ask what all the doors are for?
Oh, you see up here, there are a number. There are about a dozen on both sides, and they're pretty close together. Different circles, honey. Permanent ones.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
You said Stormwind?
Yes, I did.
Do we know who that is?
You immediately recognize it as being a family name of a profoundly powerful family back in Stormshore Key.
Would I know the first name?
Garrett is not familiar to you.
Yep.
But Stormwind is.
Do I recognize that name?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Oh, that actually might be okay.
I like the might.
Oh,
There's always a might with you.
what's my
I
modifier?
might know something.
Oh, plus 0. So 18 minus 2 is 16.
Oh, that's so great. That's so great.
Man. Look at Lament knowing things. Hop off, King.
Walking and talking. You know that the current Lord Admiral of Stormshore Key is named Lord Admiral Darius Stormwind. They themselves are well known in the hierarchy of nobility and also just a very powerful maritime associated family. And a close friend of King Montcroy in Orbit Fenlo. Essentially, all of the naval power of the coast and of the crown is aligned from the Stormwinds. All right, you all ready?
Onward.
Sets the dog down, pats it on the head.
The tail's just going. All right. Third door from the left. And she pulls out what looks to be a small key of silver and just puts it into the lock, turns it. And as she turns it, there's a chime of a sound and it slowly opens on its own. Beyond, you see a teleportation circle that seems to be permanently carved itself, sort of like white stone within the light wood floors. Now, what I haven't told Gareth, and I don't believe Maggie has either, is that one of your number has the ability to use teleportation circles or record them. So, while you certainly should, just out of caution, copy it, have that be known that if you are to appear in his home at any point, unannounced, he will be quite shocked.
I think Kumo, because the circle's right there on the floor, right?
Mhm.
Kumo's gonna pull out a tome of sorts, not huge or anything like that, and open it up. And it kind of looks like each page is blank. And we'll flip to one, and we'll just kind of look at it, and a spider will crawl out and immediately start making a web pattern of the teleportation circle onto the page. And they'll just wait for it to finish.
That is so handy.
Oh, and
right too.
I almost forgot, just in case as well, she reaches into her bag and she pulls out a small porcelain plate depicting two kittens stacked on each other. This will take you back to the tea room, but it is a plate of plain chiffon.
None of you should carry it.
We just put it in the bag for safekeeping.
Just pop it in. There we go. I would jump onto it, maybe. Now, holding hands seems a little cheesy. You can just step on and you'll appear where you're going.
I imagine holding hands with all of us would look a little silly anyway.
Just make sure you end up not overlapping.
Stand across together.
It's been wonderful meeting you all. Please keep safe. And we'll be talking again soon.
Well, then let's not treat it like a goodbye.
Yes. I'll see you again soon.
Take care.
She kind of walks over and gives Primrose a little squeeze on the shoulder. Good luck.
Do you know Lila Bell too?
No.
It was just the disaster thing.
That makes sense.
I know a little bit about you. Just what I've been told.
I was just curious of knowing Ojek. Anyway. Let's go.
She kind of takes several steps back to be in just the doorway.
Step on.
Yep.
You step onto the circle.
Do I need to physically step on
Well, I think we'll just rule you gotta be a puppet.
it? Stunning.
So you don't have to go with the indignity of it all.
Just walking on the ground.
Because Leonor doesn't know where we're going and doesn't particularly trust the party yet, she tries to time it so that she's going through exactly when Kumo goes.
Perfect. Yeah. You pause a moment and go.
Can we take a pause?
Yes, that is where we will take a break
I was
and
gonna
jump on
I have to read
and
that.
get onto the circle and disappear. That
Okay.
is where we will take our break.
Excellent.
Sick. You can go first. 'Cause